We begin with a look back at the terrifying images, and football fans, you across the nation, will likely never forget the moment Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. The young athlete now alive because of the life-saving measures taken by the team's medical staff. Now, since that game, heart safety has become top of mind across Western New York. CPR and AED trainings have been taking place in your schools, your job, and at community events, all in an effort to give you the tools to go from bystander to lifesaver. Now, that same push being seen today. Students at UB are pushing to register the locations of AED across our region for easy access in a moment when every second counts. And tonight I met the fellow leading the charge for AEDs to be added into businesses across Western New York, a Western New Yorker who has been partnering with the university, and a medical student who came to learn more about the importance of AEDs.
A lot of people aren't really aware of where their nearest AED is when they go to work or when they're home or that kind of thing, especially in other areas where access is not as good to AEDs, so in underserved areas as well.
Call 911. Do chest compressions, then use the AED. These are the three things to do when someone goes into cardiac arrest, and in that order, in the hopes of helping someone stay alive.
We really don't know what happens in the university or maybe when you walk down the street. So I guess learning CPR is the best way to make a person survive.
It seems like an easy task. According to the Cleveland Clinic, about 54% of Americans say that they know how to do CPR, but only 1 in 6 know that the recommended technique for a bystander CPR consists of just chest compressions and no breaths on an adult. UB Jacobs School of Medicine doctoral candidate Rhonda Drews is part of a team at the university.
If you look at a city that Cardiac Crusade partners with Pulse Point, San Diego, the chances of survival is 50%. As opposed to 10%, which is the national average for sudden cardiac arrest.
The partnership includes the Erie County Health Department, UBMD, Sports Medicine, Cardiac Crusade, and Pulse Point, which is a mobile app created to registering every AED in the country. Greg Kuhn is the co-founder of Cardiac Crusade, something that holds near and dear to him.
My wife had a sudden cardiac arrest in 2018.
His wife, Julie, is part of the 10% club that survived cardiac arrest.
911 was called immediately. Within 45 seconds, she was given CPR, and in 2 minutes, she got the first of 2 shocks. So she survived it. She had a great outcome, no cognitive issues at all.
His organization is working to ensure that there is 1,000 AEDs on the map in Buffalo from now through February 14th. To do so, you have to become an AED location verifier through a 20-minute online training. A verifier will be able to identify, locate, register, and verify an AED. This makes them available to locate by your local 911 or EMS system and soon natively on your smartphone.
I feel so lucky and just so fortunate that, she's part of the 10% club, that people took action, that people went to her when she dropped to the ground.
The contest is open to anyone in the 8th County area. All you have to do is go to this story on our website to sign up to become a volunteer and an AED verifier.